Welcome everyone. Today we are tackling a challenge every teacher faces in a class of 20 to 30 students where we go over the topics and concepts. But how do we really truly know that every single student is actually with us and with the full attention and they're learning as well? So this challenge has some further sub-challenges. In standard Western classroom, we teachers spend a good amount of time explaining concepts and go over topics that normally we test students of following us and not usually rely on the questions, which has a limitation in our traditional classroom because extroverts, kids who are front bencher, they just reply quickly, with the back benchers who also have answers, but they they're not good to speak up, and we need a democratic way to where everybody get the opportunity to answer. But technically, it's not possible. If everybody answers, it takes quite a time, and also there'll be some people who just mind is somewhere else are sleeping, but their eyes are open, so we don't know with this they are with us or not. And then we have a technical challenge as well. If some students are absent, will they miss the lesson? Absolutely. And we don't have any other solution than give them the textbook and notes from the other student. It'll be really challenging to go to teach those things on the next day in a free time. So what will happen to those students? And thirdly, most of the time of teachers is taken by explaining concepts and going over the topics. There's not much time to have interactive question where the students come up with the problems while they're doing or learning those things by themselves, and there'll be a little support for the students who are really struggling unless you put extra teaching resources just for those students, which is quite challenging in many ways. So what's the solution? The solution is, because of the technology nowadays, the interactive video lessons in a flipped classroom mode answer most of these has answered most of these challenges. So what we do, before I go and show you how do we normally make it, firstly we need to know the benefits. So what we do, we give students the lesson as a video lesson as a homework, and these videos not like a YouTube video where they just watch and watch. They just have interactive inbuilt quizzes where the video stops, ask them a question, they have to think and respond, and those questions are critically embedded on a certain points where the concepts are being given to them, where we want to know every student's response, and they can't skip, they can't go forward until they don't answer. And we can also put a deadline as well, so they have to do every day, so not just piling up. So the benefit of it is interactive with video lesson, that there'll be engagement. They also get a feedback immediately if they do wrong. And lastly is they can go over again and again, so there's no limit, they can only do once. And putting those questions placement is very important. It's not like a quiz we ask at the end and students most of the time forgot about it. And also they don't look at the lesson, they just answer the quiz, and we don't know they understood or not. So timing is really matters, where you put this question when they are really understanding the concept. So engagement is continuously, because they have to watch every segment and answer. So also, if once students answer in the dashboard, you can see the responses. It's also give you feedback that the video lesson you gave, if most of students giving you 80% plus right answers, then you know that they understood the concept. If it's not some question everybody doing wrong, you know you need to do something about it, because it's a data-driven teaching with the more time for student support. Means when they done the lesson last night or yesterday at home, in the morning you can check the dashboard and say majority did the good thing, so it means I can move on to the next. And you focus on interactive activities in the class where they apply those concepts what they learned in last night. So you think about how much time as a teacher we have now. If you see one particular thing they all stuck on, so you can explain that little thing or make a small video to complement or over explain or re-explain. So this is very, very important, and this will also support, and you can also make these video lessons as part of assessment as well, if you to encourage them to participate more, because if they have 1 or 2 marks going towards their final marks, they will take it seriously. And this way is you will have more time for those students who are really struggling to get started in. The other thing which is very important, not only you can put MCQs where they just get the facts right, but you at the end or at the start you can have critical questions, like before you introduce a topic you can ask, what do you know about this topic? So that will tell you their existing knowledge or existing previous prior knowledge. And at the end you can put takeaways or certain question, open question, where you give more weightage in terms of the marks, and you ask them critical thinking and personal expression about the lesson, which might relate to the assignment or project you're going to ask later. So this will be a balanced approach. Finally, this approach will still, we are doing a mass teaching or learning, but at the same time it's a competency based learning, individual learning, where you replicate it as a teacher to every student, where they can listen to you again and again if they want to. So it's a comprehensive based learning, where complementing the classroom, where they're learning doing things together, collaborating most of the time, and you have plenty of time on and you can integrate with the assessment, and students enjoy more, because video lessons are normally shorter than what we spend in class. And where mostly it's happening in a passive learning happening, because they're listening and listening, and then they try to apply at home, and in terms of homework, and they have questions they can't ask anybody. So this is the benefit of this. Now the big question is, which everybody is thinking about, how to make these things. So there is a very simple technology stack. If you want to convert your existing slideshows, you can make it, improve one. If you don't know, make one. Canva is a great technology nowadays to make educational slideshows and video lessons as well. And then you can use Screencastify, which has most of the tools in available with the AI support to expedite the process. So what you do, you can with this screen recording feature, you can record the screen like I'm doing right now with the Screencastify. After that, once you recorded it, with the AI feature, you can generate title, description, chapters. You can even have captions and translation also available. You can even have a dubbing to different languages for the students who have maybe you have few students who comfortable to have a dubbing. So these are the very innovative technology stack there. You can edit the video as well, by the way, if you have to. And you can also add question and answer automatically, which will speed up. It has an AI quiz maker, which works up to 80 to 90%. The only question I have to avoid the thought-provoking one are the, so you can choose the level, class level, what level, how many questions you want, what type of question you want. You can have poll, MCQs, open question. So this is the technology on hand. But if your school or teachers is unable to make these lessons, now there's a marketplace where you can buy them as well. Or you can convert any of the YouTube video as a interactive lesson as well. More and more publishers are also making these kind of lessons as well. So this is the way to go in the future, where technology allowing us to have a better teaching, more fun teaching, and students have a interactive learning. They will become independent and they start to learn from the videos rather than dependent on you all the time, and you have too much time kind of spent on non-productive activities. Good luck. If you have a question, put in the comment box. Otherwise, love to see you sharing with the other teachers so they get benefit out of it.